슬라브의 지젝은 슬로베니아 출신 정치 철학자이자 문화 평론가입니다. 주로 독일 관념론, 프로이트와 라캉의 정신분석학을 위주로 현대사회에 대한 날카로운 비판과 처음 들으면 충격적인 발상 뒤 탄탄한 논리를 제시하는 철학가인데요. 오늘은 그런 지젝이 LGBTQ+ 이데올로기에 대해 다루는 영상을 소개합니다.
Why am I for LGBT or transgender? Precisely what fascinates me so much is a certain immanent antagonism. The official, let's call it, ideology of LGBT is something that I, without any irony, benevolently, would have called Judith Butler historicism. Gender identities are not biologically determined, it's socially, historically constructed through performative, discursive gains, and so on and so on. Okay, but what fascinates me so much is that, and I know many of them, all those guys who actually make transgender operations, they speak a language which is exactly the opposite one, which is an brutally, openly, I use this term prohibited by today's discourse theory historicists, essentialist language. Repeatedly, persons who, for example, underwent this painful operation from man to woman, I noticed how almost always they use this term, I'm so grateful that now finally I live in a body into which I should have been born. The language they speak is one of pure essentialism, in the sense of it is as if there is a basic sexual orientation inscribed into my, whatever we call it, soul, but there was just in my birth an ontological mistake, as it were, I was born in a wrong sex. Now, I don't think this is simply ideology. That's crucial. I think that precisely the reference to psychoanalysis, German idealism, and so on allows us to explain in a materialist way how something which is contingent can nonetheless be experienced as your predestination, as a necessity. As we learned from Freud or from great German idealists, your truly free decisions are not conscious decisions. Your conscious decisions are rather superficial. What I want to say is that just if this sounds to you something abstract and so on, allow me to use my eternal old examples. Isn't it that the highest free acts are precisely always experienced as necessity? For example, let's say your country is occupied, you have to join resistance. You do it because you feel that you would betray yourself not doing it. It's not a choice in the sense of strawberry cake or vanilla cake or whatever. It's, I do it because I cannot do it otherwise. Or, a more pathetic example, think about love. You fall in love. You never fall in love. In the sense of, I'm looking around, nice lady or nice man here, there, let me make a choice. No, all of a sudden you realize that you are in love. The decision is never made in the present time. And what I'm saying is that this LGBT essentialism makes this clear. If you want to, in a trans operation or just in a more superficial way by cross-dressing and so on, if you want to change your sexual identity, it is, we can account for it nicely, how it is still a contingent free decision of yours, but it has to appear to you as a necessity. Why? Because it's a radical decision. Or usual decisions, like, do I choose, I don't know, this type of water or Coke or whatever, there you are already constituted as a subject, and you just make choices. But radical decision is where, in a pathetic sense, you choose yourself. And again, that's all I'm trying to do. What I don't buy in the usual LGBT plus ideology is this happy free-floating identities, you know, like I can be multiple identities. Today I'm gay, tomorrow I'm heterosexual, then I jump here and there and so on and so on. No, they underestimate terribly the pain, the traumatic decision of assuming a certain sexual identity. And the greatness of transgender is for me precisely that it brings us very close to this radical level of freedom.
슬라보의 지제기 쓴 글들 대부분이 충격적인 제목으로 이목을 사로잡는 경향이 있는데요. 이 중에 제가 인상 깊게 읽었던 반인권 추천해드리며 지제기 직접 설명하는 성 정체성과 트랜스젠더리즘 영상 마무리합니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.